big reader of certain, quite select authors. I don't just read anything fancy sci-fi, but I read a lot of those as well as hard factual things. In fact, what I've discovered I'm lacking, I've read them all in the past, but I haven't read, I don't think I've got many copies of the Dark Tower series by Stephen King, so I'm going to go and, you I don't know what to do with, whether you're a barrel. Oh, you are a barrel. You are a barrel. You can stay here, but I think I'll put you over this side, in case we have to move you later. Sometimes they get colour-coded, I seem to remember that in one of the levels, one or two of the levels, where it was barrels, yellow barrels, and then red barrels. Don't know. I resist the urge to clear these. I don't actually need to clear these. I could do, but everything's safe up there for now, so we'll leave it as it is. Let's get this crap loaded into here, shall we? Yeah, so I don't... I have read all the Dark Tower series. I think I have. This is some little addendum book at the end that I've missed. But I don't actually own many of them, I don't think. I think a lot of them I'd read a long time ago when I was more of a library goer than now. Well, I don't think we need all these flares, but we're going to keep them over here anyway. There we go. Can I stand you up and get you out of the way? I just realised there's a burn there, look. There's a great big weird laser burn. I need to try and deal with that once this dynamite's out of the way. Ah! So much. Yeah, so I think I'll ask for some of those maybe. They'll be easy enough to get. They're obvious enough. With the titles and the author and the rest. I always liked the Dark Tower, probably more than anything else Stephen King ever did. Although, I've probably mentioned this before, I don't remember anymore what I've told you and what I haven't told you. Let's just put this here for now. That's after this many videos that I've made and rambled on through. I don't know. I don't remember. Where's the acid? I'm sure I had some acid around here. I think my first ever sort of grown-up book that I ever owned was bought for me by my sister. And that was Salem's Lot by Stephen King. And I don't know why I think she always liked Stephen King. I don't know why she bought that one. I have to ask her sometime why she particularly. But I really, you know, my first Stephen King book ever, I think, and I really enjoyed that. Although now probably, it's still good. It's still a good book. It's got its faults. Nothing's perfect, you know. But I think otherwise, it's just a big. It's just a big one, isn't it? It's just a big. I've not done that wrong, I don't think. I think it's just some graffiti is big enough it needs a double dose. Where is there more acid I can use? There is bound to be some more. So we can hunt some down. We're not being efficient again by not carrying anything back, but never mind. In here? There's one right now. There we go. Careful now. Easy does it. Yeah, but I think I enjoyed his Dark Tower series more than anything else. I like the semi-unformedness of it, the craziness of it. There's rules in there, but they're not too strict, which is good for the author, of course, because it means you can flex around things and you've got more options to do different things in there. And certainly, what I would have judged about the series as a young man by reading book 1, I think I read actually book 2 first, and what I would think about it, what I might expect from that to be in the later episodes, wouldn't link together, because, you know, the world of the created world of the Dark Tower is so wacky and so similar to ours, and then so different at the same time that I don't know why I'm going for this. But the point is, it's a story that it would captivate me and keep me reading, and I couldn't quite second guess what was coming next, which is sadly a common thing for me that I do often guess what's coming next in the story. I can see where the story is going, and I don't get surprised by things, which is a shame. Anyway, really rambling now. Even more madness, particularly mad episode. Can I clear? Is this next door, or can I clear this off? Oh, I'm not happy with that. I'm not sure if this is coming from... I think it might be coming in from another room. I don't know. I'm confused by this. Yeah, I think there's a mess next door that I'm mopping out there. So what is next door in there? Is there a next door? Oh, it's in here, I guess. It's this room. And I think that the burn has bled through, hasn't it? Okay, well, we'll have to deal with that, won't we? I don't mind telling you, I've been having a terrible time with overburn with this laser. Clearing out these bullet holes. Just like, it's really strange. I think it's part of the mechanics of how the laser works. About if there's, I mean, an expert could tell me about this, one of your map makers, but it seems to be that areas like blocks of the surroundings get heated up by the laser going off near them, even if they're not targeting something, and then that sort of stays there for a while before it deteriorates. So okay, what I'm seeing is that sometimes I'm just doing a little burst, just a little tiny half-second burst against something to make sure I'm on target on a laser burn, and then what happens is I get an instant overburn straight away. I get soot coming up and the flame coming off from what I can see is no reason, because I'm not hitting on dirt, which I'm not sure it makes a difference, but sometimes it seems like it does if you're lasering onto dirt or not. And I'm on target, and then it's for some reason it's just burning over, and I don't know why it's doing it. If you burn for too long, obviously that will cause a problem. I had remembered that dynamite was there. Not that this makes a difference, but close the lid anyway. Yeah, so I'm just getting sudden straight burns that are going over, and I don't know why it's happening. It's very frustrating. But there you go. I don't seem to be able to do anything about it at the moment. And I'm now really worried about the dynamite, because... Oops, too soon. The dynamite being down there, I can imagine something happening. And that's it. We go boom, and it's all over. Okay, well that's got a lot of them, it seems to be. I didn't get any overburns here. I got one little mark on the ceiling. But that was it. Well, yeah, okay, it's fine. I mean, they've got the bits down there that seem to be dealt with, but I'll go to those later. Probably got a bit longer. There's not quite as many mad bullet holes in this map as there is in the previous one. There's still quite enough to cause some problems. I think most of the issue lies with when you've got bullet holes overlapping like the damaged scars. That's when I start to see, oh god, that's not good, is it? That's when I start to see problems. Right, so the plan now is we've got the mess over here that's leaked through the wall, so we're going to progress into these rooms over this way. You might go into the crate storage, but I think for now you're just going to go in a corner, which is why I've been clearing these corners around here. Are you even going to go through the doorway? I think you should do. Maybe you won't. Oh, no, I got you. You are a very tight fit, though. Big old chunky boy here. Come on. God. Come on. There we go. Now, I don't mind if you don't go in the crate storage, but at least I think we need you over here, so you're out the way. Briefcase. I still feel like I could throw things through there, you know, if that was clear. That's probably not a good idea. I'll just chuck it down there for now. Right. get this out of the way. Do we have another box? Or a bin, rather. No. Let's get a bin. Put you where you belong, box, shall we? Shove you over here. Is there one? Is there a thingy for this? Is there a medical supply over here somewhere? There probably is. Oh, we'll deal with it later. That's fine. I'm going to get this into here for now. Oh, this is going to be miserable stacking in there, isn't it, really? But there we go. But we've made our progress. Actually, should I just cover this in here properly first? What sort of mess is down here? It's so dark down here, considering that it's I've got a light in here. Let's have a little look. We've got a chair, we've got some burns, and we've got a mess. What a PID! You didn't want to lose that. We'll put old Shen Premishki over here, though, in the PID bucket. Or not. Oh, just chuck it carelessly on the floor. That'll do for now. While it's out of the way, we'll leave it over there. You are a bit big. And we had a couple of people having a good time in there. I'm getting distracted again. I was doing over here, wasn't I? Hold on. Stop getting distracted. Let's take this efficiency. I don't want to do the laser in here, because I'm worried about the overburns happening into other nearby areas, because the laser burns can go into other rooms. So of course that means the burn over can go into other rooms as well. We don't want to be igniting something ignitable in another room. This crate can stay running for a bit longer, but I saw some acid over there, didn't I? Yes, it's just acid this graffiti over here. Oh, I've had a few of these doors misbehaving as well. There we go. They're grinding. Get a bit of oil on them. Bosh! Right. I suspect this is a 2-acid cleanup. But we'll find out in a minute. Like watching... not paint dry? Paint be removed. That's pretty good. How's it looking in? It's like a storage room in here. Oh, it is a storage room. It's not really much fun getting all this lot out of here, is it really? But I do want to clear up that... oh, for goodness sake. I do want to clear up the mess going through the wall. But there you go. Any flares in here? Any useful flares? We're gonna. What does that say? Get pudding britch. I misread that slightly earlier. In a far more amusing spelling. It wasn't britch for a start that I read there. It's a harsh name. Not britch. Britch is just an unamusing name, but what I thought of was an alternative was not the best. You wouldn't want to go to school with a name like that. Right. Oh, for goodness sake. Right. So that was continued glitchiness from things. So I haven't seen the storage for this, but I'm sure there is a storage for the what do you call them? The signs. I just haven't seen it yet. Or I probably have, but I've not registered it. I'm getting distracted, that's the problem. I think my brain is elsewhere, because I got part of the way through doing this, and then I dropped a bucket, and various other things happened, and I'm not focusing very well right now. I don't know why. I thought it would be easier to focus by now, because there's less to do. I think the excessive number of toilets is a bit much. I mean, I think one can have too many toilets. I think that's a possible thing. You can go on a shelf somewhere. Oh, it's just awkward in here, isn't it? It's just awkward. I think I'm going to have to let me stand in the room and drop things out, but it's just a mixture of an odd mixture of things that should definitely come out of the room. Let's clear up the mess from the floor. How about that? Anyway, so I'm not putting blood everywhere. Right. A real mixture of things that should and should not be in here. Well, or things that I need to get out of here. What do I... Okay, give me a second. Give me a second. Who knows what interesting and probably illegal corporate secrets are being lost as I carelessly throw these briefcases into the fire. So what I'm doing is I'm taking a moment. I'm rushing too much. I can see, I can smell the end. A long way off, but in sight, and I'm rushing. So what I need to do really is I need to make myself a better space, a better room to manoeuvre. I'm having trouble in... This is an old box, as you know, an old bin. And when bins sit there for too long, between saves, and not be moved around, you know what happens? They get bored and they like to party! The party bin is staying firmly in there. Yes, so, party bins aside. I need to get a bit of room and perspective. So in there I'm struggling because I keep stepping. An old flare or a new flare? Let's find a flare. There we go. Because I'm stepping on those little boxes that are in there. And to clear the boxes out, I really need to to clear the boxes out, I need to get them out of the way, way out of the way. Look, we're not very far away from this storage room. So let's just sort this storage room out a little bit, get out the crap that I've been putting in here temporarily. Now this one. And the things the party bring up. Beer, of course. You can't have a party without some beer. Well, I guess you can, but not necessarily such a good party. Anyway, personal opinion, obviously. Yeah, so we'll sort that out and get some of those boxes stacked. Some of those miserable white boxes stacked in the box storage area. Yeah, storage. I think I need some lunch. That's what I need. My brain is even more depleted than normal, I think, and is struggling considerably. It's not a simple task. Oh, hello, sneaky organ, get in there. Give it a shake. There you go, so it burns everything else up in there. So these need to come out. That's not a good storage for them, but that's fine. I'll knock that over later. This thing I'm not certain about. I'm going to look this up in a minute. What to do with that. And then, quick check. And we can start the misery of stacking these. Because you know they are very miserable. And then we've got two sizes. Let's try and be a little bit more logical about this. Well, we've got more than two sizes, I guess. We've got different heights. That seems to be the key thing about these boxes. Because of the way they're shaped, you can probably fit them together a bit more neatly. But for example, these are the same height, so therefore you can imagine not that hard to put something on top of it and not have a problem with boxes falling over. Whereas, hold on a second, what's on top of you? A cup. Is that what's holding you down? That's one heavy cup. There we go. You're the one causing all the problem, as is the person vacuuming outside my office. Always nice. So what height are you? Okay, now I don't want to... That's a good height, is it? No, it's too high. How do you compare with this one? Of course, you're not the same height either, are you? Oh well, so much for that idea. Or are you? You are. No, you're not. Just enough difference to be awkward. It's just so much for planning carefully. Can I I like it. Okay. Got a little bit of space so I can get around the back in case any more organs fall out of this and they get tucked around the back of there. now, should be a little bit easier to get in here and get to the stuff. I had to clear everything out of here apart from the toilets, and I put the signs in here for now. The word on the street is that, well, actually on the wiki it refers to these things and also this, alternately as both crates and boxes. But usually medical waste has a particular storage area called medical waste. So a couple of things. First of all, this is a very pale border in here for... Oh, it does say crates. I thought it said boxes in it. It does say crates. It says it's very pale. Is that supposed to be yellow or white? Hold on. I suspect it's supposed to be white. Hard to turn the low light levels. It is white. So, in theory, if there's no official storage for medical crates, you can shove them where you like, if you want to. But I think I will, in which case I'll just keep them in the white box storage, just for the sake of it. I think it's a little kind of... There we go. That isn't a hole, is it? Just texture, I think. Pitting on the surface. Anyway, so now I need to laser... What have I done with the laser? I need to laser out these cracks that hopefully should resolve them on both sides of the wall. And we can move on to doing something else.